Well, what is up, everyone, and welcome to episode 93 of the Party Chat podcast. I am your host, Squiggy, and joining me this week, we've got Slazo.
Hey yo!
How you doing?
Not bad. It's been a good week for gaming.
It has. It's been 2 weeks since I've last been here. It was you and Laura left to hold down the fort last week, and Laura this week has taken a week's break. No coincidence there, obviously.
I can't get you both in the same place at the same time. It's maddening.
It is proven to be quite... Are we the same person? That is the question.
This opens up so many worrying things if you are.
We are definitely not the same person, just in case anyone is wondering.
Phew.
Yeah, I am upper middle class.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, what
Good
you been
on
playing?
you.
Yeah, what you been playing this week, Slazo?
So I've been playing a whole bunch of things. I played a bit more Breath of the Wild after Saturday morning Switch. I went back to it a bit, and I'm in a lovely area at the moment where it's always thundering, which is annoying when I need to climb a tower. So that's entertaining. I finished off Hitman Go, got the platinum on that. It was it's not a particularly hard puzzle game, but it was a nice little charming thing while I was playing, and allowed me to listen to a podcast or something while I was enjoying it. I tried out Invisible Ink, which is a cool kind of roguelike turn-based strategy game. I didn't really get into it. It's very kind of here's the tutorial, cool, right, now we'll just throw you in the deep end. And so I couldn't really get my head around a lot of the mechanics and how things were meant to work out. Maybe it's something I'll give a go in the future, but it's not something I took to immediately. What else? I played a bit more Fire Emblem Heroes because there's been a load of updates since I last properly played that, so I thought, sure, why not? I'll try some new story and the new modes. So, building up my squads of my 3 5-stars and my 1 4-star. So that was good fun. And then I played on this new shiny toy I have called an Xbox One, and that was fun.
A what?
An Xbox One. It's the future, I hear.
Never heard of it.
Nah, I mean, what you do is you just switch it on and then you stare at updates for an hour before you can play the game, that's a riveting experience.
That sounds like it.
An hour's underselling it. Try a day. But
good graphics on the updates?
It's hard to tell because I did exactly what I said I was going to do on Retro Remastered back at the start of the year, and played Conker's Bad Fur Day as my first my first Xbox One game because I have never played it before and I've always wanted to. So yeah, now I've played the first half an hour or so. Conker's Bad Fur Day.
I like Conker's Bad Fur Day. I like it.
The platforming isn't as solid as Banjo, but it's okay. It needs a bit more direction at the start because I spent a while going, okay, where do I go?
Yeah, it's still fun though.
Oh no, it's fun, and I like how, especially when you've seen Rare's other games, and then there's this one where everyone swears and is drunk and on drugs. It's okay.
It's Rare taking the child humour and turned it up to 100.
It's also fun to see all the it's not a Nintendo game. Shh. When the logo starts up, you've got Microsoft Studios logo in HD, everything else in N64 era graphics, and you're like, something doesn't fit. Yeah. But yeah, no, it was good fun, and I've got a bunch of games for it. I've got Gears 4, which means I have the whole Gears franchise by default.
Whoop, whoop.
I have Forza Horizon 3. I have Minecraft because that was in the bundle. And I'll probably pick up Master Chief Collection and Sunset Overdrive at some point. I didn't want to get it right now because I need to save the money for Splatoon. But
you should get Master Chief Collection because I'm trying to tempt Laura into buying it.
She doesn't have it?
No, she doesn't. No, but it's only I'm sure it's a tenner in different places.
If I saw it for a tenner, I'd go for it. I think it was 20 quid on Amazon where I was doing.
So I'll have a dig because I'm trying to find it for Laura as well to get cheap so we can play some Halo 3 multiplayer.
Why not play the good Halo?
Halo 2.
Try again.
If you
I had this exact thing with Laura last week.
If you dare say Halo 4, Slazo.
No, not Halo 4.
Well,
ODST.
ODST. No,
ODST.
Halo 3. Halo 3 or Halo 2. I love
man.
Halo 2. But yeah, I need to get back into Forza Horizon actually.
So what have you been playing this week then? Because that's my comprehensive list then.
Not Forza Horizon 3, surprisingly. So I've been playing a lot of Kingdom Hearts 2.5 HD Remix whatever it's called.
That's right.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
not 2.8.
yeah 2.8 final chapter, back cover, prologue, whatever it's called. But yeah, I'm pretty much right at the end now. So I've done all the worlds, then done all the worlds again, which you've got to do. And now I'm at the final place. It's called the World That Never Was, which is basically the build up to the final boss battle of the game. But so the last time I played it was the original PS2 version, and this one is a remake of the what's it called?
Final Mix.
Final Mix, thank you. That's the one. In Final Mix, they added a new boss battle into the World That Never Was right at the start of it, and it is the hardest boss battle I have ever encountered in both Kingdom Hearts games. It is.
Are you sure you're not just bad at the game?
No, I'm not. I even googled it to make sure I wasn't bad at the game.
Okay.
Loads of other people have said, look, I've had no problems with any other boss. Come to this one. It's the hardest thing I've ever done. Then eventually got past it, and everything's easy from then on. And it's like, oh. So I've tried it 5 times already. Literally, I've landed about 3 hits on. I think it's Roxas who you're fighting against, which is Sora's nobody, which is basically they're both the same person. You get the idea.
Yes.
Kingdom Hearts mumbo jumbo, and it's literally it's so difficult because he's so quick at attacking, and he's so good at guarding and blocking, and it's like, oh god, here we go, and he just lands so many combos in succession. I can parry a few, I can block a few, and guard from a few, but it's just that rapid. He's so quick at doing it, and I thought I'd got somewhere. I'd landed a few hits on him. Next thing I know, I'm down to literally no HP, and by the time I can heal myself, he's already landed another shot, and I was dead.
So is he kind of like the Dark Link of the Kingdom Hearts game, in that you don't really fight anyone who's essentially just a parody of you, as it were?
Yeah, it's
and now when you suddenly are fighting someone who's a parody of you, you're like, oh, what the frick?
Yeah, it's basically the way I think the battle takes place inside Sora's heart, and it's like the battle of Roxas and Sora inside his heart sort of thing. But it is so like I'm not over exaggerating. It is the most difficult boss battle in both Kingdom Hearts games. It's just difficult. It's so hard, and because it's so close to the end, I'm like, well, I can't be bothered to... Basically, I'd have to go back and grind.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't be bothered. I've sunk 23 hours into it, which, is sizable.
See, that's the thing that I've learned about Kingdom Hearts as of late, because I've never actually played one all the way through, but I never realised they were actually quite so short. Like,
they're
in my mind, they're JRPGs, they're at least 50 hours, but no, that's not how it is for Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, to finish the full story, I think the first time I played Kingdom Hearts 2, it took us 25 hours maybe.
Yeah.
So it's not long, but obviously you've got other stuff to do after that. You can fight Sephiroth and stuff like that as well. Yeah, and other Final Fantasy characters and everything. But the main story it's not as big as what you think it is.
Okay.
But it's just I can't be bothered to go back and grind. That's the problem. Because I am underleveled for what you need to be for that world.
Because you've just breezed through most of the game.
That's the thing, because I've been underleveled for the past 3 or 4 worlds, and I've breezed through them. I've had no problems at all. So it's like I've never felt the need to grind, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But now it's like this is just impossible. But everything that I've been fighting in that world in the lead up to the boss battle is just easy. It's like 3 hits with a Keyblade and they're dead. So I'm not really being challenged there. And it's like, well, why should I bother going to grind just to beat that boss when I know the rest of the game's quite easy? That's my rant anyway about Kingdom Hearts 2.5 HD Remix Final Chapter Backlog.
If you beat that boss first time, tweet us, let us know.
Yeah, if you also struggle, tweet us and let me know so we can suffer together. We can get emotional together about it. But anyway, before we move straight into the news, let's have a little bit of mumbo jumbo about what this is. You probably know already. This is the Party Chat Podcast, brought to you every Wednesday by Retro Remastered. You can find us on YouTube at 9 a.m. most of the time.
It's scheduled now. Yeah, it's scheduled.
Was it 9 a.m. on Wednesday?
It was.
Good.
The tweet wasn't for some reason, but the video was.
It didn't do that for me once as well. But yeah, 9 a.m. on Wednesday. Go to YouTube. Obviously, you're listening to us on YouTube now if you're listening to this. So subscribe. Turn on the little notification button. It'll be in the bottom below the video.
Stand there. It's below us.
I am pointing, but obviously you can't see me pointing. Maybe we should add a video feature. Anyway, so
you're willing to edit it.
Let's take the voice. Let's take the audio.
Yep.
For now. So you can find us there on YouTube. Subscribe. See when we go live. 9 o'clock every Wednesday. Unless we tweet out saying we're having a break. Which I think
or, unless those 2 missing episodes I discovered, we never did them.
Which ones are they?
So there's like, if you look at the numbers, like I was doing this when I was uploading the last one, it was like, oh man, 86, 89. I was like, wait, what happened to the 87, 88? And
Well,
they're not missing. We just skip those numbers.
Well, I've got 89 here in front of me on my computer.
Yeah, because that was the one that was the one after I got back from Scotland.
Yeah.
So 87, 88 just vanished.
I'm going to find them now.
They don't exist.
I've
In like, we literally recorded like 1 week was this one, next week was that one. Because I don't have images for them. Yeah. I don't know how that happened, but hey.
It's impressive.
Yep. It's all your fault as well, but yeah.
I'm just going to quickly check now. I'm going to go through my list.
Live.
What was it you say I'm missing? Live on the
87,
podcast.
88.
79.
Look at this.
81. So I've missed 80. 82.
Well, but no, these are just because we've made images, not an
82, 89. 1991. So I've got loads missing.
Yeah, but that's just images, that makes sense.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, so this is the Party Chat Podcast. But every Wednesday, Retro Method. Find us on YouTube, 9am UK time. Don't know what time it is wherever you are. Take hours off. 4am if you're in Florida. That's all I know. Don't know anything else. But anyway, let's jump straight
Hi,
into...
Florida viewers.
Yeah, hi, listeners.
Sorry.
Greetings, Florida listeners. So anyway, straight into the news. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9.
Oh,
items on the
Squiggy.
list.
Slow down.
I'm getting a nosebleed.
My God.
Ooh.
I'm going to be here for 2 hours.
Oh, not another one. Not again. Try rendering that 2-hour video.
Luckily I didn't have to.
Yeah, I did. Anyway, first news item is that the new Nintendo 3DS has been discontinued.
No!
Yeah. So that is the one that was released to have extra power, is that right?
I mean, it was the one which is the new one, which has like better specs and can play all of those exclusive new Nintendo 3DS games.
Yeah. Basically, the XL is going to stay on sale, but this is the end of the production line for the smaller one.
But they've got the XL and they've got the 2DS.
Yeah.
And they stopped releasing faceplates like several months after. I mean, I'm happy with my new 3DS because I've got the Pokemon Retro faceplate and that was all I ever wanted. So I was done.
I've got the new XL, so...
I can't do the XLs, man.
They're
too big.
I've got big hands.
It's too big.
Yeah, it's a perfect... The other one's too small for me. So, it's good having something sizable in my hands.
It was just, it always got me how they went from DS to DS Lite, like selling the console and it being smaller, to DSi, which is fine. And then they went XL, it's like, you want to buy this console because it's bigger, and I'm like, but you were selling me a console because it was smaller like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Make up your mind.
I barely played on my 3DS when it was smaller because I got cramps in my hand from having to like bend my fingers like a claw around it to hold it, because my hands are pretty sizable. So the XL, it's perfect. Like, it is literally perfect. But yeah, do you think this marks the end of... Is this like marking the end of...
This is its final year.
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident, like, going into 2018, that'll be like... I mean, don't get me wrong, it's got one heck of a swan song between Kirby and Pokemon and Metroid and a bunch of other things, but this is probably it winding down.
Yeah, I think it's the end. The end is near. And we're yet to face the final curtain. But we're near. But yeah, like you said, there's a decent number of games coming out between now and the end of the year to sort of see it off, so... It's not as if they're just going out on a whimper. They're still going out with a bang, if you want to use that.
Yeah.
What's next on the list? So, a few podcasts ago, I think when all three of us were around, so a very long time. Probably one of those missing episodes. So now that I'm saying it, it might not have actually appeared.
It will have.
Oh, well, that's okay. So basically, we're talking about Game and how they've been failing a little bit.
Yeah, just a smidge.
Shall we say? So basically, Sports Direct has snapped up £44 million worth of game shares. Was it 44 million shares? I don't actually know if it's 44 million shares or 44 million pounds worth of shares, but either way. But that equates to 25.75% of the company. So, what's interesting for me is that the owner of Sports Direct, Mike Ashley, bless his soul, I hate him, is the owner of my football team.
Wow!
Is the owner of my football team.
Wow! All right.
Yeah, he's the owner of my football team. But what is also interesting is that he also owns stakes in Debenhams and French Connection. But there's also an illegal battle at the minute about the working conditions for his workers as well. So it's quite a weird... do you know what I mean? It doesn't really sound like the best person to take over. Or to sort of start buying shares.
I mean, Game is an interesting company to begin with, so I don't know. I mean, what can you really do for them at this point? I feel.
Well, not be Mike Ashley and buy them. That's all the Newcastle sales gone.
Is it really?
A lot of Newcastle fans won't shop in Sports Direct because of Mike Ashley owning Sports Direct.
You have any idea how irrelevant that is?
I know, but I'm just saying it's one of those things. That's how much a lot of people up here don't like them.
Game need the money, Game need the security, so that they can continue operating. So, I mean, I'm not going to object to somebody if they want to try and save Game.
I'm not objecting to it. It's just the person who it is. That's what I'm objecting to. But yeah, it's interesting to see where this is going to go. Is he going to sort of try and take over more? Because from what I know, he's going to try and sell Rangers, which is the other football club that he owns.
Right.
So I don't know if he's going to try and sell them and maybe pump more money into buying Game, maybe. He's not putting the money into Newcastle United, I can tell you that one.
I mean, this isn't a football podcast. I mean, it's good luck. If he thinks he can improve Game, then by all means go for it.
Yeah.
It can't get much worse. I'm sorry, people who work at Game, you're lovely.
No. Trust me. With him in charge, it can get much, much worse.
Sure.
It can. But anyway, so it'll be interesting to see where Game go from here, with them getting, obviously, basically they're getting a financial backing in theory. They're getting money pumped into them. We'll see what happens. We'll keep an eye on that one anyway, but as long as... saying that, Newcastle could have Game across the front of their shirts.
I'm just happy with the idea that maybe they'll start appearing in Debenhams again. I remember when Game used to have like outlet stores in other shops.
Yeah, there used to be some there was one in Phoenix in Newcastle. There was one in Debenhams in the Metro Centre or in town.
Yeah. I just loved it when my mother was walking around clothes shopping and I went downstairs and went, oh my god, it's Game here.
Yeah, it's a bit like in Hamleys where you've got Game downstairs as well, sort of thing. Yeah, no, that'd be quite cool to see them back. Imagine seeing one in Sports Direct.
That'd be cool.
It'd be weird, but it'd be cool. I mean, I wouldn't go in, but it'd be weird. Anyway, moving away from him and Game.
Moving away from Squiggy's petty rivalries.
It's not a petty rivalry. If anyone wants to know more about my dislike, tweet me at Jody Squires, and I will talk to you about it. And you will regret that.
0 tweets.
Slazo, just tweet me. You know you're interested.
No.
Anyway, moving along. There's a new update to the Xbox One which came.
Let's got it. What?
Yeah, it's the one. It's probably the one you just downloaded.
I hope so.
Yeah. So basically, it's allowed the ability to upload custom gamer pictures, club profile pictures, and club backgrounds. You're going to also upload your own photos via the console, a Windows 10 PC, or through the Xbox app on smartphones.
There are clubs.
Yeah.
Where's my invite to your club, Squiggy?
I'm assuming you and Laura have a club. My club.
Okay, I don't care. Where's my invite to you and Laura's club?
I'll sort you out.
Thanks, bro.
I think I can sort you out.
Also, speaking of gamer pics, I find it's weird how like because I have my 360 gamer pic still. It's like a tiny little square inside this big circle, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I feel so retro now.
But yeah, there's that part of the update. There's also an update which introduces co-streaming. So it allows 4 friends to join a single broadcast and obviously stream their stuff together. I think that's on Mixer.
Probably. I mean, that is an entire tab on the gosh dang thing.
But I think Mixer, from what I've seen from Mixer's quite cool because you can do stuff like that. You can stream all 4. So say 4 years we're playing, say, Gears of War 4, which is, I think it's 4 player. You would
assume
you could see it from like all 4 players' perspectives and watch them all in different places and everything, which I think is quite cool.
It's a neat idea, and I was chatting with friends about Mixer a little while back. I wish them the best of luck with it. It's going to be an uphill battle against the almighty Twitch, but
because I think we've seen how YouTube struggled to get their gaming live streaming.
Yeah,
part as
I mean,
well.
YouTube streaming still is a thing, but like, yeah, it's a distant second, and
Yeah.
even then, anything behind YouTube streaming is
Unheard of.
pretty much.
Yeah. But there's that. There's also the feature to save player preferences to a single controller. So, like, say you do button mapping,
Yeah,
saves it to your controller. When you log in, when you turn that controller on to turn your Xbox on, logs into your account, remembers all the stuff that you've personalized, which I think is quite cool. Is it the 360 used to have that for player profiles, where you could have inverted controls set for everything? Couldn't you?
I didn't remember the 360. I know Amiibo have it set, so if you're using Amiibo, then you auto get your preferences. But
Yeah, I'm sure that 360 you could set how you wanted your controls for different genres of games, like racing, shooters, and everything, like inverted. Because I always had mine set to inverted because I'm one of them.
I mean, I have to do it game by game because different games have different definitions of it. So,
Yeah,
like, I need to invert it on Conquer, and I haven't got around to doing it.
mine's inverted for pretty much everything. I think. So there's that. There's also some arena options. Arenas basically like tournaments and everything. They've added stuff for Killer Instinct. I'm not really bothered about that part. And they've also tweaked the app on iOS and Android. So
Yay.
Xbox Game Pass subscribers can browse the games on the phone. And then you can download the titles to your Xbox One if you have that. It's quite cool. Have you thought about that, by the way? Just completely...
No,
No.
I'm not getting. I'm not even going to get Xbox Live Gold at the moment. Like, I don't have the spare cash flow at the moment to go for it. So
Fair enough. I know you when we first spoke about it when it was announced. I
I
know you were...
considered it,
Yeah.
but I've got enough to play at the moment, and it's a case of like most Xbox One games I want are like 10 to 15 quid.
Yeah,
so.
so it's not too bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's that update. Something else you can spend your money on, Slazo, is the
Oh,
next
man.
news item.
Cool.
So the Oculus Rift and Touch bundle just got a
No.
massive discount.
Nope.
So that's down to £399. It is
Good.
normally £600. It's a limited time offer running for just 6 weeks. Yeah, I think it's a decent price cut.
Yeah, sure. If you want a VR headset, it's that works with everything. It's
Yeah.
a pretty good price.
Yeah, it's definitely a decent price, but I don't know.
I don't know,
Have you-
Squiggy. What are your thoughts on VR?
My headset's still down there gathering dust. I plugged it in yesterday to update it,
Oh my god.
and then unplugged it.
VR, it's the future, don't you know?
Oh, it's not. It's not.
No.
I'm sorry, but I will keep my VR to play some games, but it's one of them where it's basically like I don't even know. It's not even. I can't even compare it to like the PlayStation Vita because at least I can take the Vita away with us. I can't. I can take
It's a novelty.
I mean, I can take my headset away with us, but I'm not going to plug it into anything. I'm going to walk
Why
into
not?
people.
Be hilarious. Walk into Newcastle Football Stadium with it on.
Start celebrating at a random minute. What are you doing? Scored in my headset. Don't know what's going on in your game, but they've scored in my headset.
They're winning in mine.
Yeah, they're actually 5-0 down. Well, VR's the future. But yeah, it's called the Summer of Rift campaign, running for 6 weeks.
Okay.
£201 discount, which it is a very good discount, but is I think the VR ship sailed already, to be honest.
I don't know if the ship's, like, in terms of console gaming, sure. Like, there's still plenty of applications for it as an actual thing when you're not limited to PlayStation titles.
Yeah.
So, like, in terms of development, just general apps and stuff like that. Like, oh man, it's like I'm walking around on the moon and shit like that,
Yeah.
which you can download for free, as opposed to, like, buy some horror games.
What are horror games?
I don't know, Squiggy, I think they're things men play.
Never played them before in my life.
Laura has.
Oh, she's a bloke.
She is more courageous than you.
I thought you were gonna say more manly. It's alright.
No,
Laura's not listening.
she'd kill me.
So anyway, yeah. So that's out. If anyone's picking it up, let us know. But it's not for me. My VR lies with PlayStation VR, which lies on my floor.
Yep.
I think that's the best way to put it, really. Speaking of PlayStation, see the segue there? Segues. The PlayStation 4 Pro, which came out in February, I believe.
Sure.
in black is now getting a glacier white colour, and it has been bundled with Destiny 2.
I loved how they advertise it as like Destiny 2 Collector's Edition. Everyone's like, but it's just white.
Yeah.
There's nothing Destiny about it.
I know. It's pretty much exactly the same. It's just white. There's nothing special about it at all. Like I've got the Destiny 1 Special Edition PS4, and I love it. Like I love the design on the top of it, but it's actually not just white.
Exactly. So this is like, I don't want to call it cheap because they usually do a white or silver version of their consoles, but come on guys, you could have done a bit more.
It's just a way of getting hype out for it, isn't it? Really.
For Destiny 2, yeah.
The beta starts. The
I
beta
know,
actually starts.
Bungie keep
on Tuesday.
emailing me going, you want to pre-order, right? I'm like, nah, I'm good.
I've got my beta code ready.
I'm happy for you.
I'm just going to cancel my pre-order from Amazon, so I don't have to pay for it.
Oh.
I do that for Call of Duty actually all the time. I pre-order it, get a beta code.
Do you even know what's going to be in the beta for Destiny 2?
The first mission, some multiplayer, and a strike, I believe.
Yeah.
I'll be playing it, see what it's like anyway. May as well.
You want to play it? I can get you in today, mate.
Is it by putting Destiny? Is it by putting Destiny into my PlayStation?
Pretty much.
Yeah, I thought it might be, but no. I think I've said I'm quite excited for Destiny 2. So I'm not excited for this PlayStation. It's just a white PS4 Pro, which I'm not really bothered about.
Yeah. So watch the Squiggy buys one in September.
November.
Sorry, November.
Come on.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I'll be waiting a month first.
Okay. Oh, right, okay. Sorry, I thought you meant Destiny 2 came out in November. I was like, no.
No, I thought you meant the console.
That's not how Bungie works.
You meant the console, didn't you?
Let's move on.
Anyway, from Destiny to Star Wars. So the details of the Star Wars Battlefront 2 beta have been released. So the beta kicks off on the 6th of October and ends on the 9th of October. And
it's a way away.
Yeah, I know, it's weird. And in the beta, you play the Galactic Assault on Naboo, which is the Assault on Theed, which was shown at the end of EA's E3 conference.
Don't try and tell me what it is. I don't do Star Wars. These are names.
Yeah, other people who are listening will care. So you can choose from 4 trooper classes: the Assault, Heavy, Officers and Specialists. There's also Star Wars Heroes and the prequel era vehicles to use. And there's also a multiplayer Starfighter Assault, and this takes place during the original trilogy, and you just pilot various Star Wars ships in objective-based gameplay.
When does the game come out?
It comes out on November the 17th.
And this beta is in October?
Yeah.
So this beta will have no impact on the game?
No, it's probably... I assume it's more of a stress test than anything else.
Yep.
But yeah, again, I'm quite excited for Battlefront as well.
I never noticed. I mean, it's not... We didn't have an entire podcast dedicated to it, no.
Yeah, the thing is, I like my Star Wars, I like my shooters, so... It's a perfect marriage for me.
Bless. But is it boots on the ground?
It's boots on the ground, it's boots in space.
That's not on the ground then, is it?
It's boots on the ground of your cockpit of your Starfighter.
You're doing what now? Oh, Squiggy, family show.
Sorry, wrong tube. Anyway.
Move on.
Moving on from that. Next on the list is...
Laura, come back soon.
Wow. Next week, actually, probably. Next on the list is WWE 2K18 is coming to Nintendo Switch.
Oh, yeah.
Do.
I loved seeing Seth Rollins. Like, it was just, why is Nintendo video with Seth Rollins? That's a bit... Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That was my...
It's the first time since WWE 13 on the Wii that a WWE game has been on the Switch, on a Nintendo console. Yeah, obviously not been on the Switch since then because it never existed.
I'm really happy that Nintendo are slowly but surely building up these third-party games again.
Yeah, they're getting there. Obviously, you've got FIFA from EA, Just Dance and Mario Rabbids.
Xenoverse coming to the Switch.
Skyrim, Forces, Dragon Quest 11.
Slowly
yeah,
but sure.
There's stuff getting there. They're building up. I'm glad it's coming there, and I believe it's going to be pretty much the same as the PS1.
I believe they've
versions.
said, yeah, it's going to be pretty similar.
So that's good. It's good to see that they're not just rehashing like a 360 or PS3 version, but like giving the full features and everything.
Yep.
So that's good. Yeah, no, that's really good.
Now it needs the game to be good.
Yeah. Well, that's the problem. It probably won't be, but I kind of want to buy just on the Switch, just because it's on the Switch.
Why not? Do it.
I can play it on. I could play it.
You can
on the
play
way.
it on the move.
I could play it at WrestleMania.
You could.
I'm not going to WrestleMania, but I could.
That's a lie, Squiggy.
I'm not going this year.
You're not going this next year.
Next year. No, I'm not.
What?
I know. I'm not.
This will be the one where Rock wrestles.
If it is, I will cry. I'm not even joking. I will cry. This is a gaming podcast, but if The Rock wrestles at WrestleMania next year, I will cry.
Okay. I will too, because it'll be boring.
Saying that, I got to see him wrestle last year.
You're counting that.
I'm counting it, right? I am counting it. I've never seen him wrestle ever, so I'm counting
For 6 seconds.
Look, it counts. Like the bell rang, it counts, right? Good. Anyway, what we were saying: WWE 2K18 coming to Nintendo Switch in autumn. Boom. Some bad news next.
Oh no.
Ni no Kuni 2 has been delayed until January 2018, to the 19th of January 2018 to be precise. So the game director put out a little quote. I'll read that quote for you. We have decided that what is going on with my words today? We have decided that more development time is required in order to deliver the full Ni no Kuni 2 experience to our fans. I do apologise to those who have been looking forward to this game's release. Please rest assured, however, that we will continue to strive to provide a deep and satisfying single-player experience that our fans can look forward to enjoying.
I mean, I'm not actually that surprised, because I was more amazed when they said, this is definitely coming out this year, and I'm like,
yeah, I never thought it was coming out
you
this
really
year.
Haven't shown enough of this to convince me of that.
Yeah.
So, the fact it got bumped back a year doesn't, well, not even a year, a few months into 2018, doesn't surprise me. I mean, January still feels a bit optimistic, but I believe it will come out next year, just maybe not January.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it'll be good when it comes out.
Yeah, but again, though, they've sort of moved away from all the heavy release schedule as well around when it was supposed to be coming out.
I mean,
free.
Sony doesn't have a strong back, in terms of like exclusives, doesn't have a strong back end of the year at the moment.
No, but I mean,
it has one, like it has one major game I can think of, which we'll talk about in a minute. But
will we?
You better do. I told you to put it in the news.
It is actually next, but yeah, so Ni no Kuni 2 is delayed until next year. But a game coming out this year is Gran Turismo Sport.
Finally,
Releasing on October the 18th, 2017. That is right, 2017.
Man, I remember when this game was announced. I was but a child back then. I think I was actually still in uni back then.
I can't even remember.
This has been coming for so long. Like, even when they announced the PS4, they had the Gran Turismo guy going, yeah, I can make the best Gran Turismo yet. And then nothing. And then Drive Club came, and Drive Club went.
Literally went.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, it's interesting though, because it's coming up against Forza Motorsport, but then Project Cars 2 is coming out early next year.
That's not competition. Need
for Speed's coming out. I know it's not like for like, but do you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of different racing
There's a lot of
style
racing games, but Gran Turismo has always been like in a different class.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. There's a lot of them coming out this year or in the next sort of few months.
It also comes out every year. So.
Yeah. No, but it's like there's, you know what I mean? There's competition for different styles of racing game, and then obviously Forza. I'd class Forza Motorsport 7 as a direct contender to Gran Turismo.
It's not silly enough.
No, but they're the two that I would put as the two most serious ones out of the two. Obviously, Gran Turismo's more.
Forza Motorsport is serious, but it's nowhere near as serious as Gran Turismo.
But they're the two games that I'd put together if you wanted a pure driving experience. They're the two I put together against each other. And then you've got like obviously Need for Speed, Project Cars 2, which offer more sort of arcade experiences. But there's a lot of choice this year, so it'll be interesting to see how it does. That's my take on it anyway.
I worry Gran Turismo has had its day, and like how many, like that's the problem with Gran Turismo is, like, don't get me wrong, I respect the hell out of it for its simulation and the fact that nowadays you can actually use it as like a way to judge aptitude for actual racing drivers. But like, I don't care about doing licensing. It's just not fun. That's my problem with Gran Turismo. It's a hell of a lot of work to get to the part where the game is fun.
Yeah, no, I'm the same.
You're all right there.
Yeah, I hit the microphone arm.
Okay. But yeah, like, I've played Gran Turismos and I've enjoyed them in the past, but like, I don't want to go for the whole like break from this distance, break from this distance. Like, I'm never going to race like this. I'm literally going to smash into people because I'm the worst kind of racer.
Yes, you are. You are, Slazo. You are.
I am.
Yeah, but no, that's coming out this year. I'll believe it when it's like out, but but like I said with Final Fantasy, but that came out as well, so yeah. So that is our news for this week. We'll move on to releases this week, and I've got 2 Nintendo Switch games on the list.
Nice.
2. So the first one is Fate Extella, the Umbral Star, which Slazo's going to talk about.
Cool. So this has been out on other platforms already. Like, it's out on PS4, and I know it's coming to Steam at some point soon. But yeah, I believe this has like all the DLC bundled in from the original. If you have no idea what Fate Extella is, it's essentially a Musou-style game, so kind of like Samurai Warriors et.al. And yeah, it allows you to play as all your favourite Fate characters, like Saber and Saber and Saber, and maybe some of the others, but it's mainly Saber. And yeah, it's not the greatest of games, but hey, it's one of the few Fate games that's actually made it out over here. So if you need a Fate fix and the recently released in America Grand Order isn't enough for you, give Fate Extella a try.
Thank you, Slazo.
No props.
And next on the list is Splatoon 2.
Yeah, cannot wait.
Are you getting this on
day one?
Day 1
or day 2, whenever I'm in game.
Yeah,
or in time.
Or Sports Direct.
That weekend.
Yeah, you played the global
I
Splat
played
test,
the global Splat test. I'll be playing the global test file. I'll be playing the Splatfest when it goes live this weekend? ? But yeah, no, I really enjoy it. Like, it's a shooter that really does feel different to many others, with the way it's more territory based and obviously just using ink guns as weapons instead of bullets.
Yeah, I feel like I watched a bit of the Nintendo Championships they had on at E3.
Yes.
At Treehouse, and I thought it looked really cool. I've never played Splatoon before, and I thought it looked really cool, and I really want to try and get into this one.
Then why not try the Splatfest? The first one's free and goes live before the game comes out. Just don't ask me when, because I can't remember the exact date.
I'll quickly Google it now, because I'll just give us some elevator music.
Do 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 do.
Keep going.
Oh, okay. But no, yeah, I'm really cool with it. And now that they've announced the whole, like, here are the Splatoon 2 mascots, kind of like Marie and the other one from Splatoon 1, and everyone's gone, oh my god, Marina's the greatest. Yep, she's idol. It's here. I mean, there's like Pearl, who is a girl. Sure, she's there. Whatever.
I have the date and time.
You do?
It is the 15th of July, so it's gone. So for us, it's tomorrow.
For us, it's tomorrow. For you, it's gone.
From 5 p.m. UK time till 9 p.m. UK time.
Sweet.
Which happens to be the 4 hours that I'm not in the house.
Oh. Well, that's inconvenient then.
Well, that sucks to be me, doesn't it?
Man, but I will be recording that for Saturday Morning Switch episode 27.
I'll be watching for Saturday Morning Switch episode 27.
I mean, the game will be out by then, so you can just buy it.
I could just do that. But anyway, this is a good segue. So we're going to plug some shit now.
Sorry, what? Wow. Just go out there and say it.
Shit. We're going to plug some shizzle.
I'm hurt.
Is that better? So we're going to plug some shizzle. So we'll start with your videos, Slazo.
My show. Yep. The most recent episode of Saturday Morning Switch, episode 25... No, 20... Because we record this at weird time. The most recent episode, 26, is me doing the Master Mode in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, by which I haven't actually recorded it as we're recording this, but it's probably me dying a lot. That's probably going to be the theme of the video.
I was going to say, when it's you doing it, is it you dying, or...?
Almost certainly. I'll find out soon. And yeah, it's that. It was originally going to be Mario Kart 8 versus, but who knows what happened to that. Phew. And then, as
I'll
we
take
just
you.
said, episode 20. So I'm giving you the excuse here, Squiggy. Episode 27 will be Splatoon 2, probably covering the Splatfest, and then it'll probably be like a month of Splatoon 2 coverage or more. We'll see.
Sounds good. You probably saw some FIFA grudge matches go up. I don't know if you spoke about it last week, but they've been up for a while. There's some over on my channel, youtube.com/John Squires, and there's a few up on our Retro Remastered channel as well. Basically, me and Laura played some FIFA to win the title, basically. It's all up now. You can see who was victorious. You can probably guess who was victorious.
I mean, it's interesting chatting with Laura, who claims that you chose those games specifically because they're the ones that you did well in.
They were the 5 we played. We basically started the league. We started a new league. No games played.
Right.
They were the 5. They were the 5 games.
Okay.
So, yeah. I mean, if she wants to talk about the game that we played a couple of days ago, it's fine by me. I still won. But that's fine by me.
I love you two trash talking each other like week in, week in. It's like I get one side of it, then I get the other, and then I get another.
Yeah, no. I mean, there's been games where she's played a lot better than what's shown on those videos, but if she can't perform for the camera, it's not my problem. Don't tell her I said that.
It's live on YouTube for all to hear.
Yeah, well, anyone tell her I said it, actually. You know what? Right click on the little YouTube, what's it called? Video thing, and copy URL at this current time. Send it to Laura at Laura Law and say Squiggy is trash talking you at this point, and let's see what happens. But yes, anyway, so that's up, and there are plugs for this week. So that is everything apart from our topic of the week, which we'll move on to now. So topic of the week is with the new 3DS being discontinued. I thought, Slazo thought, why don't we talk about some of our favourite 3DS titles from the past however many years of 3DS we've had?
5-ish.
5 years. Yeah, it might
I want to say 2012.
Might have been actually, yeah. Yeah. Possibly. Potentially.
I've got that right, I'm amazing because I have no clue.
I'm going to quickly... Slazo, elevator music.
Remember the 3DS? It was a platform. Games came out for it. Probably the last great Nintendo handheld. Also probably the last Nintendo handheld. So, get used to that.
Nintendo 3DS came out on March the 25th, 2011.
Oh, poop.
The Nintendo 3DS XL came out on July 28th, 2012. That's the one you meant, though. Yeah?
No.
No.
I got it wrong.
Oh, well, I was trying to help you.
I can admit my mistakes.
Slazo was wrong. There we go.
Yep.
So let's talk about some of our favourite games. So I only have 2 on my little list. Slazo has 4, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'll start because it's short and sweet.
Right.
Basically, I did not play many 3DS games. I won't lie. I've played
I learned this after.
Well, it's not that I haven't played many, it's that I haven't sunk loads of time into loads of games. If that makes sense.
Yes.
Like I've got quite a few. I've got Pokemon X or Pokemon Y. I don't know which. I think it's Pokemon Y I've got, and I've not really sunk loads of time into that, so I can't really comment on it. Obviously, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Loved Ruby and Sapphire. Just didn't really sink all my time into that either on the 3DS, so I didn't really put them too forward. But the 2 games that I did...
liked Gen 3.
Yeah. I didn't like it, but it was good.
I didn't
dislike it, sorry. I didn't dislike it. But no, it was decent. It wasn't terrible.
Okay.
I think I spent so much more time in Emerald on that, to be honest. Anyway, yeah, so the first one on my list is Mario Kart 7 because it's Mario Kart. I love Mario Kart. Mario Kart 7 was brilliant. I love Mario Kart 7.
It's alright. I preferred DS, but 7 was cool.
I did like the DS one, but I think I preferred 7. I don't know what it was. I think, well, obviously because I was playing on a bigger console, which obviously helps me. But no, I really enjoyed it. I just felt everything worked well together. All the game, all the tracks and everything. I liked all them. Those retro ones, weren't there? I can't remember which ones there were.
I mean, there's been retro ones and everyone since DS.
But I'm saying I can't remember which ones were in there. But I think, if I'm right, I liked them all, and I think they were good choices. And
What was your favourite What's your favourite Mario Kart 7 track?
My favourite Mario Kart 7 track, so that is a very good question.
Right.
It's the one where...
That's why I asked it.
It's the one where...
Right.
It's the one where...
Cool. You can name one.
I like Airship Fortress.
Airship Fortress?
Yeah.
That was in the DS one.
I know, that's the one I liked.
No, the original DS one.
I know. Oh, no, do you mean which track did I like in this game? Like...
In the game you're hyping?
Do you mean a new one?
Oh, wait. Oh, did they have... Was this the one where they remade that one?
Airship Fortress was in the Lightning Cup on...
Oh, okay, cool. No, okay, fair enough. Yeah, no, that's cool.
And I like Dino Dino Jungle, which I think was on the Wii U version.
So your favourite tracks were get ones from other games?
Yeah, that's what I said. I said they picked good ones.
Okay.
I don't really think I remember playing many of the...
Wow. I mean, so I'll cut in here and save you.
Save me, says I don't need saving.
Sure. But I like this one. Like, my main standout with this one was the first one where they started doing A to Z tracks. So, like, tracks that weren't 3 laps and were actually kind of going from A to Z. There were 2 of them. I cannot for the life of me remember the first one. I get the feeling it was Mount Wario, but I might be getting that mixed up with 8. But I know Rainbow Road at the end was an A to Z one, and that was kind of really cool because it was kind of like almost what if Rainbow Road was done in Super Mario Galaxy. So you had like lots of jumping across from planet to planet, and it felt like a real kind of epic finale to the game because it wasn't just laps. It was an actual kind of journey across space to the finish line. To
be honest, I really like the Bowser's Castle in that one as well, I think.
I can't remember
if it's the one I'm thinking of, I think it's the one I really liked. I liked all of that cup, actually. DK Jungle was one of them.
Genuinely cannot remember what the Bowser's Castle was.
Oh, well. I liked all of that cup. Rosalina's Ice World was a bit like the N64 one with the penguins.
Oh, this was the one where you could fly around, wasn't it?
Yeah.
This was the one where they were flying in for the first time. Yeah, no, that was cool.
Yeah. No, I like that. I mean, I did like a lot of the tracks that they picked as remade tracks.
It was cool to see them like add flying to old tracks. That was a neat touch.
But like you had Luigi Raceway from the N64. That was the first ever track I played in a Mario Kart game. Ever.
You poor kid.
Yeah, well, I had the N64 one. They had Daisy Cruiser, which I loved as well.
Daisy Cruiser was a good. Yeah, Daisy Cruiser was
That's what I mean. Like when I was saying, I liked all of the retro tracks they picked in this one. Like I can't really fault them at all. So much that I probably didn't play many of the new tracks. Really, I played a lot of. I think I played every single one of the retro ones. I think I loved them all. But yeah, that's what I mean. Like that's what I was sort of saying, that a lot of the tracks were my favorite tracks in there were the ones that they remade for this version.
Okay.
So I quite like that. Do you want to go with another game, Slazo?
Sure, I'll go with a game. I'll get this one out of the way first. Animal Crossing New Leaf, the 3DS Animal Crossing game. I had not played Animal Crossing in a while, like since the DS one, and I think I only got this like a year or 2 ago, and I was like, I'm ready for a new Animal Crossing experience. I really enjoy New Leaf because it's kind of the first one where they really like took a step forward with the whole you can be mayor, you can kind of manage the city a bit better now, so if you're a nighttime player you can tweak it to be in favouring you, and you can move stuff, and like it really put a lot more power in you had to earn it still, but it put a lot more power kind of in your hands, and combined with the whole like you can walk around, street past people, and you have all pretty much like a selection of the features, like the town is in there from City Folk, some of the DS mechanics from Wild World make a return. So yeah, it was kind of like it's probably one of the best Animal Crossing experiences, and it's a shame that they haven't made one since. But I really enjoyed New Leaf. Less so the other Animal Crossing games on 3DS. But
I've not played that one, but it's the only Animal Crossing game I've not played, I think, actually.
You played the Wii one?
Did I play the Wii one? What was the Wii one?
City Folk.
No, I didn't play that one. I've not played one since the normal DS one. Sorry,
since Wild World. Yeah.
Like I played the GameCube one, played the DS one, and then stopped playing. I wanted to get back into it, but I never picked this one up actually.
It's a game that works well on handhelds, which is why I'm interested to see how they do it when it comes to mobiles, because I feel if they play that right, that could make them some serious money.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really enjoyed it. It was like. It also probably helped, because I didn't buy it at launch, so it probably helped that it had been like quite a while since I played Animal Crossing. So
yeah, that's what I mean. I think I'd like it if I played it now, because I haven't played one for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I enjoy the Animal Crossing series. It's never never got around to playing that game.
It's a good franchise. Stop making shitty spin-offs, Nintendo. Now you know.
I agree.
Yep.
I agree. The other game on my list is Majora's Mask 3D. So I'd not played the Majora's Mask on the N64.
What?
I'd played Ocarina, but I'd never played Majora's Mask.
You played the bad one, but not the good one.
I've not
come
really,
at me, Zelda fans. Come at me.
The problem is I've not played loads of it, so I don't know the full plot or anything. But from the bit I played, I sort of kind of wish I had played the N64 one, because I really, really enjoyed what I played. I didn't get far in, but I just really enjoyed it, and I don't know if this was because of the remake, but I felt do you know how you use the C stick?
Yes.
I felt that worked a lot better than it probably would have with the C buttons in the N64 version. It just seemed a lot smoother and everything. I'm just comparing to how I think it would feel using the N64 controller.
So I enjoy Majora's more for kind of the gameplay because it's quite different to a lot of Zeldas, and not just in like the whole it's a bit of a darker tone and everything.
Well, that's the other thing that I like. It's the darker tone as well.
For me, it's more just like the actual gameplay is a lot more like you actually have to think a lot more about your actions. So like a lot of Zeldas are fairly, I don't want to say A to Z, but it's a case of go to the dungeon, do this, go to the dungeon, do that. Whereas you have the whole time mechanic. So like the entire hub world is essentially a puzzle in and of itself where you have to learn the way people move and live their lives over those 3 days. So like, right, I need to be here to get here, and then I need to talk to this guy so I can get this item, and then I need to go see her in this time period so I can trade her, and so on and so forth, and then that gets me a mask, and then I can go back in time and use that, and so on and so forth. And I really like that kind of, like, it's one of the few Zeldas that really makes you think, because take Wind Waker. I love Wind Waker. You can autopilot your way through Wind Waker quite easily. It's not hard. But Majora's actually requires you to think about what you're doing, and that continued over to the dungeons as well.
Yeah, no, it's one of those games where, again, I've not experienced all of it, but it's one of them where I really want to keep playing more of it because of how much I enjoyed what I played of it.
Yeah.
So it's one I'll probably definitely be jumping back into.
I don't actually own the 3D version of it. I really should buy it one day.
I've got
it came out in the period where I didn't have a 3DS. So it was like,
I got mine. Did I get mine on? I can't remember if I bought mine on launch day with the new 3DS. I can't remember if I bought them two together. I can't remember now. But no, it's a game that I really enjoyed what I played of it, and I felt it was... I think it was... The only thing for me is I think it's a shame that it was a remake and wasn't an original Zelda. I think it would have got even better plaudits, if that makes sense.
I mean...
Do you get what I mean by it? That it's
sort of.
It's like,
I mean, people wanted it. After Ocarina, people really wanted Majora's. To the point where I remember so I didn't even have 3DS, but I remember losing my shit when they opened up a direct, and it opens up with like, you've suffered a terrible fate, or I can't remember the exact quote, but
I remember.
As soon as that appeared on the screen, I was like, oh my god, it's finally happening, yes.
I even remember that from playing do you know when it came with the GameCube?
Yeah.
I remember that part.
Oh wait, you had the lucky you.
Yeah.
You had that disc.
Yeah. I remember that. But yeah, that's my last one. It's another game I want to go back to. I suppose I could put Ocarina on there, but because I played Ocarina on the N64, on the GameCube disc as well, it's not like as new to me, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, you could put Ocarina on there. You know, I mean, it's a trash game.
Yeah, anyway, moving along, Slazo, before you offend everyone.
I don't care. But, so I'll cover some of my other favourite 3DS games then. One that was on my Fave 5 2016, Pokemon Sun, Pokemon Moon.
Still haven't played them.
So they're not for everyone. I can say that now, like, now we've had a bit more time away from them. But I just really like them because they're kind of different, and they do a lot of things that you don't really like. By abandoning the whole, like, sure, there's trials, which are, to some extent, gyms, but... They kind of really decide to experiment with this one because you've got Toto Pokemon, who are essentially bosses. You've got a battle engine that's a lot friendlier and kind of helps you out. So once you've beaten a Pokemon, it says, yeah, these moves are good against them, use these ones. Which makes sense because you've already killed one, so you would know what it's like. And just like loads of little, like, it has a lot more personality to it, so everyone feels like a human, I guess. Like, they all feel more real than they would in, like, say, X and Y, which was kind of just Pokemon by the numbers, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But, Sun and Moon just has like an energy and a life to it that hadn't existed in the last gen. And Z moves are kind of cool. Like I know I hated megas, but I have no problem with Z moves. I think they're a cool mechanic. I like the fact you have to do a goofy pose to activate them. It's great. I like it. And the Ultra Beast kind of stuff, while essentially they're Pokemon but stronger. But I kind of like it because it made a nice little alternative to standard legendary stuff. So yeah, I really enjoy Sun and Moon. I thought they did a good job in making something new and different. Who knows how Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon will turn out, but Gen 7's been good.
Yeah, I've heard good things about Gen 7. Like, not just from you as well, from a lot of other people. And obviously people seem to be excited about, is it Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon?
I mean, then there's not a huge amount of people are excited because of the new Pokemon games, but right now we're still just waiting for news on what actually makes these different, because they haven't spoken about that at all.
But people
and
seem
they're trying to
excited
get pre-orders.
The announcement straight away, and it's like, oh, well, must have been good.
Wait,
to
what
start
was the
with.
thing? It was like, oh man, new Pokemon games, yay! Oh, you're not telling us anything? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Have you
So
got another one,
that's-
Slazo?
I've got another couple.
You got another
So,
couple? Bloody hell.
Picross, because I'm a sellout, and Picross is amazing, and if anyone who hates Picross, they can go screw themselves. So there's been a load of Picross games on 3DS, so it's been great playing those over the years, from Picross 3D Round 2 to just the Picross E-Series, giving us more Picross, always more Picross. It's the king of puzzles. Oh, and the Zelda one as well, back when My Nintendo service actually looked like it was going to be good. So, yeah, no, I love Picross. 3DS has facilitated my Picross needs. Top tier. Thumbs up. Good job. And I'll segue that into my actual, so probably the best kind of 3DS original franchise. And again, I hope they continue to bring back on other platforms, like maybe on the Switch. That'd be cool. Theatre Rhythm. The two Theatre Rhythm Final Fantasy games, where you could essentially RPG music games in some ways, but also a chance to play through the entire Final Fantasy musical score. Amazing. I love them both. They are massive time sinks. It's just really cool the way they've actually made the game like a music rhythm action game with also RPG elements, so you have to raise your party members so you can beat bosses and stuff to get better gear. But at the same time, a lot of it is you can ignore that and you can just tap away happily at the music. And a chant I think Curtain Call is over 200 songs covering the entire history of Final Fantasy, and that's just, as there hadn't been a Final Fantasy musical, as far as my Final Fantasy music game before, it was really awesome to see this game bringing together 30 years of great tracks into one place. Did you never play Theatre Rhythm at all?
No, you're just saying words to me, to be honest. I won't lie.
Wow.
No, I've not played that.
Yeah, and they were massive times, I'd say. There was tons of stuff to do in both of them, so massive time sinks, and I'm really happy that Square Enix made them, and I wish they brought some of the other ones they did over, because I'm pretty sure there was a Dragon Quest one, and I would have, the things I would have done to get my hands on that. So, yeah, it's been a good run.
It's been a good run. Yeah, there's been some good games in there.
Yep.
Obviously, there's only two on my list, but like I said, I've mentioned a few of the games.
Yeah, well, there's been a bunch of others that I haven't necessarily mentioned that I still had fun with, like Pokemon Shuffle. I played that for the better part of a year.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool. Dragon Quest games on 3DS. There's been a bunch. That was cool.
Kingdom Hearts game, which name I can't remember because...
Green Dot Distance.
Is that one? There's too many.
It's you can tell because it's got 3D words.
Yeah, but there's that one as well. So yeah, there's been a lot. I think it's been, even if you look at the launch as well, you had Street Fighter at launch, which although wasn't brilliant, it was just,
It was interesting. I mean, the 3DS launch was, there's a reason they had to cut its price quickly because it wasn't the greatest launches.
Who would buy that game? Who would buy that console at launch?
I don't know, Squiggy. Who would they?
What an absolute idiot.
I know, right?
I know.
Best part was when you bought your 3DS, the first 3DS, after it had its price cut, but while you could still get the Ambassador games. That was good. Good times.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was good. Yeah. I don't even have the Ambassador games.
I had them on my old one, but then obviously that broke, and when I got my new one and we're like, hey Nintendo, can you give me these back? And they were like, nope, can't do that on our end. And I'm like, how?
Yeah, that's the problem Nintendo have, but no, it's been a very good console. Do you play with the 3D on?
No,
I don't either. No,
I like played it with it on at first and was like, wait, it uses less battery and I'm not really fussed by it.
Yeah, I thought it was quite a cool idea, but don't get me wrong, I think it's a really cool idea what they've done, but I don't see the point in it.
It was made when 3D might well have been the next big thing, but it never was.
Yeah.
But hey, I like how on the new 3DS that I have, it tracks you, so it does a lot better job of keeping 3D on.
Yeah.
Like, I switched it on for a few minutes to try that out, and was like, that's cool, and then switched it off and never looked back.
Yeah, I think I used a bit from Majora's Mask, and that's it. I'm not bothered.
Right.
Not bothered about 3D. But anyway, yeah, that is our topic of the week. What are your thoughts or favourite games of the Nintendo 3DS? Tweet us at Retro Remastered, and we'll retweet some of the best, and we may even reply if we're feeling kind. Or if Laura's not very busy.
Yeah, that's her job.
Yeah, that's her job. And you can find me and Slazo on our individual Twitter accounts. I'm at Jody Squires, and Slazo is at Slazo King.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. So this has been episode 93 of the Party Chat podcast. It has been an absolute pleasure. Have you had fun, Slazo?
I always, mate, always.
That's good. I've had fun as well. Hopefully I will see you guys next week. I'm not here.
Join us next week for me and Laura.
Yeah, well, I'm not here for one of the days we sometimes record.
Here we go.
I'm away travelling.
Here we go, kids.
So we'll see. But yeah, it's been a pleasure. See you next week. Have a good week. Goodbye.
Au revoir.